And can we talk about ghosting for a second? We live in a time and age now where protecting your peace is practically a personality trait. I get it, setting boundaries and protecting the energy around you matters. But I also think the same language has made it very easy to avoid things that are uncomfortable rather than actually harmful, and there's a difference. Let's talk about it. Somewhere along the line, cutting people became a default response instead of resolving conflicts. Someone upsets you, you cut them off. A friendship gets complicated, you distance yourself. A relationship requires hard conversations, you ghost them. And it's all packaged as self-care. Personally, I've had a lot of potential relationships that got ruined due to cutting people off at the slightest inconvenience. So I want us to have a conversation where cutting people off is actually the right call versus when you're actually just being avoidant. There are genuine situations where removing someone completely from your life is the healthiest thing you can do. When there's a consistent pattern of disrespect, dismissal, when you leave every conversation feeling way worse than yourself, feeling small, or your values just do not align any longer. When the effort is completely one-sided and it has been that way for a very long time. When someone has showed you through their actions repeatedly that they do not value you the same way you value them. When a relationship or friendship keeps affecting your mental health, these are real reasons to genuinely distance yourself. But on the other side, sometimes we've cut people off simply because we had one really bad argument and we've never really taken out the time to talk about it. Sometimes we disappear because the relationship now requires a certain level of vulnerability and that scares us. We call it protecting our peace when in all honesty we are just protecting ourselves from conversations we don't want to have. And other times you just don't want to admit it to yourself that you still need that relationship in your life. So ask yourself honestly, did this person harm me or the person simply made me uncomfortable? Did I tell them how I feel before deciding to pull away? Is there a pattern here or it was just a moment that never really gave us a chance to walk through it? Discomfort is never the same as toxicity. Sometimes growth is really staying in there and figuring it out without leaving. Now let's talk about the difference between boundaries and walls. A boundary is something you set in order to protect a relationship, while a wall is something you set in order to end a relationship but without saying no. Boundaries sounds like, oh, you did this to me, it affected me in this way and I want it to change. While a wall sounds like going distant, going quiet and waiting for the other person to figure out that something is wrong. They both feel like self-protection, but only one of them actually gives the relationship or the other person a chance. And can we talk about ghosting for a second? It has become so normalized that our generation do it to friends and not just situationships. And I understand why. Confrontation is hard. Articulating your feelings is difficult. Not knowing how the other person will react is very scary. But ghosting costs you something also. It keeps you from developing the skills of having hard conversations. It also leaves you without genuine friends and relationships in the long run. It leaves things unresolved in a way that follows you, and often the person on the receiving end doesn't even get a chance to receive proper closure and move on properly. So rather than pulling away from someone, sit with it and ask yourself genuinely. If this person has shown you who they are truly over time, or you are just scared of the work it will take to actually mend this relationship. Protecting your peace is fine, just make sure you are not protecting yourself from the kind of growth that only comes through staying. If there is anybody this discussion or this topic reminded you of, please send that person a DM today. Please make that call today so you don't lose really good relationships. Because the relationship and the network we have right now is one of the core things of the quality of our lives. Tell me what you learned from this video in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching till the very end. Please do not forget to like, to share and to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye. Hey, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing this very beautiful face for the very first time and you'd like to see more of her, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video, and sit still, let's discuss.